Sir, in the last session, we are talking about flow control. Have you remembered, right? Just we had a discussion about for loop. Just we had a discussion about for loop. Next and after that while loop. Next and after that break. And then continue statement. Next, there is one special concept we cover, else block with the for loop. Regarding else block with the for loop, with the loops. Sir, this concept we covered already, right? Sir, can you please cross check? Is the past statement completed? Past statement completed? No. Okay, that one we require to talk. Don't worry about that. Sir, have you remembered, right? What is the difference between for loop and while loop? Sir, for every element present in the given sequence, if you want to perform certain operation, then we should go for loop, sir. Very simple. Sir, if I consider, sir, for every element in the given sequence, regarding for every element in the given sequence, can you please execute somebody? Can you please execute some action for every element present in the given sequence? Can you please do some action? Then automatically, then we should go for loop. Sir, how many times body will be executed? The number of elements present in the given sequence, those many number of times for loop is going to be executed, right? Same way, sir, as long as some condition, regarding as long as some condition is the true, can you please execute the body? Sir, when this loop execution fails, if the condition returns false, if the condition returns true, then automatically it's always going to return. If the condition returns true, then automatically it's always going to return. It's always going to return. It's always going to execute body, sir. If the condition returns false, then automatically it will be stopped. Okay, like you people may aware. Next, when we should go for break, when we should go for continue. Inside loops, you based on some condition, if you want to break the loop execution, then automatically you can go for break statement, right? So inside loops, if you want to break loop execution based on some condition, then we should go for break statement. When we should go for continue statement, right? To skip current iteration and continue for the next iteration, then we should go for continue statement, right? Next, when else part will be executed, have you remembered, right? When else part will be executed? Okay, very important, sir. When this else part is going to execute, sir, inside loop, if there is no break statement or the break statement not executed, then only else part is going to be executed, sir. Sir, loop without break, then only else part by default is going to be executed. I hope everyone can able to understand, right? Okay, sir, up to this we covered already in the last statements, right? I mean last sessions. Okay, now what is my next subtopic what I require to talk, sir? Okay, pass statement, right? Remember this one. So what is the meaning of pass? What is the meaning of pass statement, right? Very simple, sir. Sir, just do you know, sometimes you may have the requirement. Yes, sometimes you may have the requirement, right? Okay, sir, sometimes you may sometimes in our we are playing the games, sir, the option assume you require to provide, then sorry, I don't know, just pass. Pass means I don't know, sir, I don't want to do anything. Regarding in our quiz exams, yes, good part, sir. In the quiz exams, if sir, we are required to answer that, but I don't know the answer, then automatically what, just pass. Regarding that, pass, I don't want to do anything, sir. If you have such type of requirements, then happily we can go for what, pass statement, right? Okay, pass is a keyword in Python. Remember this one, sir. Pass is a keyword in Python. Okay, pass itself is a keyword in Python. Remember that. Next, and after that, sir, in our programming, syntactically, if a block is required which won't do anything, remember that, sir. There is some block is required, that block never going to do anything, then we can define that empty block with the pass keyword. What it means, I will explain with an example. Don't worry about that, just observe my statements well. In our programming, syntactically, sir, if a block is required which won't do anything, sir, that block is not going to do any action, then we can define that empty block with the pass statement or with the pass keyword, right? So once I'm starting with an example, then you can able to understand much clearly. Don't worry about that, sir. Okay, suppose assume that I have here, just have a look once, sir. I have, okay, assume that I have just if statement is there. Assume just have a look once, sir. If of true I'm taking, sir. Sir, if I can take if of true, next and after that else I'm taking, sir, print sir, hello, like this I want to take, sir. If I can take like this, immediately error we are going to get. Array, you are taking if true, where is the statement? If true, it's always expecting some block. True, if a block, it's always expecting some statement. But you didn't take anything. Have a look once, sir. What will happen? What will happen if I compile this code? If I compile this code, what will happen, sir? Just have a look once. Okay. If I can go for just execute this code, just observe a bit very carefully. Py test dot py. Regarding indentation error, sir, expected an indent block. Regarding expected an indent block, indentation error by default you are going to get. Sir, if it is the true, block is required. That block I don't want to do anything, sir. Just a block is required. That a block I don't want to do anything. Just observe syntactical purpose only. Then happily, do you know? Observe that. Just I use the pass. Regarding just observe that I use the pass. So wherever some block is required, it may be if a block, it may be else block, it may be method block or function block, like wherever some block is required, which I don't want to do anything, sir, an empty block is required. If you have such type of requirements, happily we can go for what, happily we can go for what, pass statement. Clear for all of it, right? Sir, where one use case scenario also I will explain, don't worry about that, sir. Okay, just observe that if true, it is always expecting some block. It's always expecting some block. But where is that, sir? It's always compulsory. If I'm not taking anything, then immediately, we are going to get error, sir. Make sure you people should aware. So can you please define what is pass? Okay, can you spell out? There are just one or two points about the pass, sir. First one, can I use the word? It is an empty statement. Yes, ma'am. It is an empty statement or not? Which you want to do anything? Empty statement. Sir, some people who are coming from Java background, it is a null statement. Are you getting? It is a null statement. Are you getting? It is a null statement. Or simply we can use in Java, we can use the word semicolon. Just something like semicolon, right? Sir, next we can use it won't to do anything. Regarding it won't do anything. That's why, sir, it is a null statement or just semicolon, or it's an empty statement, or it won't do anything. All these things are related to sir, just this pass statement. Pass means nothing, sir. I'm not going to do anything there. Happily we can go for what, pass statement. Sir, another a small example I'm taking, sir. Do you know def f1? Observe that a bit very carefully, sir. Def f1. Sir, I'm defining my own function. Regarding my own function I'm taking, sir. Sir, here just a print of hello, like this I'm taking, sir. This is about my first function. Next, I'm taking another function, dff2, print of hello, like this, or hi I'm taking, sir. Print of hi, like this I'm taking. Sir, now take a bit very special care. F1, next and after that F2, like this. Happily this one is going to execute, no problem at all, hello or hi. Sir, now my requirement is I'm not taking anything, sir. If I'm not taking anything, immediately error by default you are going to get. Hey, here def of f2, it's always expecting some block, man. It's always expecting some block. Where is that block? Immediately we are going to get error, indentation error. Are you getting it? So, sir, I don't know functionality of this one. If you don't know functionality of this one, just at least you can use pass. At least we can use pass. Then automatically, do you know, hello by default we are going to get, sir, because f1 we are calling hello, f2 we are calling, but it's not doing anything, sir. Okay, so such a type of sir, empty blocks if you want to define, then happily we can go for one, pass statement. Everyone can able to understand? Yes. Are you getting? All the people are getting basic idea. Basic idea. What is pass statement? What is the pass statement? Pass statement itself is an empty block which won't to do anything. Syntactically, sir, there is some block is required. That block is not going to do anything. Then happily we can go for what? Pass statement, right? Clear? Not required to keep any explanation about this terminology, right? Sir, now let me go for next a small scenario. Really, where this type of statement is going to be helpful, right? Okay. So you know, in Java, the people who are coming from Java background, right? Okay, just have a look once. Just basic idea purpose I'm taking, sir. I have one class is there, parent class. But of course, in Python, sir, we are not starting not yet object-oriented OOPS concept. That's why leave that. Sir, I have one class is there, class P. Sir, next and after that, class C extends P. Are you getting? Class C extends P like this, right? So this is the parent class. This one is nothing but child class. This concept is called what? Inheritance. The people who are new to the programming. Sir, remember this. In our programming, if we are creating child class, I'm creating what? Child class. If we are creating child class for the class, then we can go for what? Okay, this concept itself is nothing but inheritance concept. Of course, sir, in Python, how you can able to do, we will define. Don't worry about that, sir. This is about, sir, my class. Suppose assume in the parent class, I have one method is there, sir. Public void m1. Legend, a bit very carefully, sir. Public void m1. Sir, I don't know implementation of this method. Sir, I don't know implementation of this method. Sir, best example, instead of P, now I'm taking vehicle is there. Every vehicle should compulsory contain get a number of wheels. Are you getting? Every vehicle should compulsory contain get number of wheels. Sir, how many wheels vehicle has? Anyone can you please tell? Array, how many wheels vehicle has? Anyone? Can you please tell how many wheels vehicle has? Sir, we don't know. That depends on type of vehicle. Correct or not? That depends on type of vehicle. Sir, at the vehicle class level, we can't provide implementation. Are you getting right? So, no problem. You can declare that method with the semicolon, because you don't know about implementation, and declare that method with the abstract. Are you getting? Abstract method means only declaration but not implementation. Remember, who is the responsible to provide implementation? Child class. Now, sir, I'm taking class bus extends vehicle. Legend, don't feel sorry, it's telling Java code. Just aware, basic idea purpose, right? Class bus extends vehicle. Sir, this is the bus class. Okay. Now, this person can able to provide get the number of wheels. Okay. Anyway, let me take int data type here. Public int get the number of wheels. Can you please tell how many wheels bus has? Array, how many wheels bus has? Anyone can you please tell? Bus has how many wheels, sir? Yes. How many wheels bus has? So have you remembered, right? Okay. That depends on again most of the times, do you know? Front left, front right. Sir, two wheels. Next back side, double wheels by default will be there, sir. I hope you know. Two wheels left hand side, two wheels right hand side. Then automatically total six wheels are there. Okay. Return 7. Assume that 7. Then immediately you ask, sir, what is the 7? 7 is nothing but, sir, Stephanie wheel also, spare also, right? Okay. In our Java classes we covered Manjunath. I hope you are getting my word. Okay. This is the something like spare, spare like. Sir, now take a bit very special care. So I don't know implementation. Still we can declare a class with. Still we can declare a method with what? Abstract method means nothing, sir. Just only declaration is there. Sir. Just without any implementation. Who is the responsible to provide implementation for that? Child class is responsible. Correct or not? Okay. Sir, same way in Python also. Assume that I have one class P is there, sir. Assume that I have one class P is there. This parent class contain a method I don't know about implementation. My child class is going to take care about implementation, right? Sir, how I can define that M1? Just here, don't use abstract such type of terminology, right? Just use pass. Are getting pass. That's all. Pass means empty, sir. Empty. Then who is the responsible to provide implementation? Okay, class C. Just I'm taking off P. Don't feel that it is the original syntax and so on. Just basic idea purpose I'm taking. DEF M1 M1. Now I'm taking sir the body statement 1 statement 2 like I'm going to care this is the body, right? I hope everyone can able to understand. Sir, in the parent, I want to declare a method. Sir, that method should be implemented in the child classes. I don't know about implementation in the parent class. Then such a type of non-implemented method, happily we can declare with which keywords are pass keyword. By mistake, if I'm not using pass, either code is going to compile. They respond. If I'm not using pass, either code is going to run, no chance at all. We will get a error. Okay. So sometimes I want to define a method. I want to define a block which you want to do anything, man. Just to convince compiler syntactically. If you have such a type of requirement, happily we can go for what pass. I hope are you in a position to understand what is the meaning of pass? Yes, ma'am. Are you able to understand, right? Just the pass, just the pass. Don't do anything. If you are not using pass, then automatically we will get error, indentation error. Is it a problem or not? Yes. So just I'm telling, I don't know the answer. I don't know about implementation. Pass, I'm empty, completely hands up, sir. I'm just empty. Then we can go for what? Pass. Remember that. Okay. Sir, what is the next cinema we require to talk about? That's all. So let me go for a small executable code with the pass statement. So just observe for I in range of 100 I'm taking, sir. Just have a look once, sir. For I in range of 100, if I percentage 10 is equal to 0. If I percentage 10 is equal to 0, sir, print of I value. I hope you can able to understand, right? If I percentage 10 is equal to 0, print of I value. Sir, else, what I want to do? Don't do anything, man. Just pass. Are you getting? Else pass. Just for syntax purpose, I'm showing, sir. Actually, where in the OOPS concept, this pass statement is the most commonly used. Remember, but not in the flow control or but not in the case of if else. Remember, what is the output by default you are going to get, sir? 0, 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and so on, 90. Up to that, we are going to get, sir. Have you observed? Have you observed, right? 0, 10, 20, 30, and so on, up to, okay, like 90 we are going to get. This is the output, right? Sir, assume that I'm not taking pass. I'm not taking pass. Immediately, Python is going to give left and right. Hurry, else block you are declaring, else block you are declaring, but you are not having any code. How you can? But you are not having any code. How you can able to do that? So immediately indentation error or otherwise unexpected EOF while parsing. Sir, last because nothing is there, but here I'm expecting something. Okay, like happily we can go for pass. If I can do, it's going to execute. Clear? EOF means Vedantivari, end of file. EOF means end of file. Sir, end of file came. Okay, like it is telling the end of file. Remember that. Okay, end of a file. Observe that. So EOF means unexpected. EOF while parsing. End of file came in the picture like that. Okay. Sir, that's all. This is about what is the pass statement. Sir, if you want to declare a block at maybe under if or under else or under method, sir, I don't want to do anything. Just an empty block I want to do for syntax purpose. For such type of requirements, happily we can go for what? Happily we can go for pass statement, right? Okay, that's all. So next, even if you remove this one, happily it's going to work. No problem at all. Just I'm showing that this is the how to use pass statement, right? Naresh, I hope you can remove else part, no problem at all. If it is the division by 10 equal to 0, print, otherwise ignore. You are not required to do anything. Now also it will work, sir. Have you observed, right? Now also it will work. But how to use pass statement? For that, just I'm using the syntax. But where we can use this one in the OOPS concept, the most commonly used concept is nothing but this pass statement. Clear? Yes. Up to this. Sir, everyone in a position to understand what is the purpose of past? Past statement means empty statement, null statement, which you want to do anything. Can you please explain with a small example? Okay, like, sir, in the OOPS concept, I want to declare a method which want to do anything. Such type of methods we can declare with the past. Sir, because in Java, we have abstract keyword is there. Maybe in C++ I have virtual functions or something like a virtual functions. Abstract keyword in Java is there, but in Python we never going to use abstract. That's why how you can able to use such type of empty thing by default considered as pass, empty block which you want to do anything. That's all clear. Can I go to the next level? Yes, man. Okay. Now let me go for del statements. It is also very important point you people should be aware. What is this one, sir? Del statement. Make sure, sir. What is the purpose of del, sir? Array del. What is the purpose of del, sir? Okay, sir. Del. Just have a look once. Of course, del means delete only. Del is the delete. Sir, del is a keyword in Python, sir. Of course, del is a keyword in Python. Remember this one. Del itself is a keyword in Python. Next, after using a variable, it is highly recommended to delete that variable if it is no longer required. Remember that, sir. Because the reason for that is, suppose S1 is equal to some Durga, like this I took, sir. S2 is equal to some Ravi, like this I took, sir. S2 is equal to Ravi. Sir, if I can keep on like S1 crore is equal to some Shiva, like this I took, sir. If I can keep on creating like this, then automatically what will happen is, do you know, we are going to get, if I can keep on creating like this, then automatically what will happen is, at certain point memory problem is going to come. Sir, really 1 crore objects you are going to use. Like 1 crore objects I'm not going to use. Array, only 1 or 2 objects, then all the remaining, can you please make eligible for garbage collection? How you can able to do that? By using what? Del keyword. Remember this one, sir. Sir, garbage collector, yes, garbage collector concept is there in the Python. Remember that. Sir, now have a look once, sir. Observe a bit very carefully. Very carefully about this one. Sir, here S1 is equal to Durga. Can you tell what will happen, sir? Here, this is the Durga and the S1 is the reference variable for that. Regarding S1 is the reference variable for that, sir. Sir, now I want to make this object eligible for GC, and this S1 is no longer required. Regarding S1 is no longer required. Then what you can do, sir, del S1, automatically the corresponding object eligible for garbage collection. Once garbage collector will come, immediately this object is going to be destroyed. Are you getting right? I want to delete a variable permanently so that the corresponding object eligible for garbage collection. If you want to do that, then we can go for what? Del keyword, right? After using a variable, it is highly recommended to delete that variable if it is no longer required, so that corresponding object eligible for garbage collection. Are you able to understand, right? Next, how you can able to del keyword? Just let me go for a small chota example, right? Here, see this one. Very simple. Just aware the syntax. That's all. Sir, x is equal to 10. Happily, I'm using this x, sir. I'm using x print of x. Sir, now onwards, this x is no longer required. Are you getting? Now onwards, this x is no longer required. Sir, now I'm taking del of x. Del x, that's all. Then automatically x by default will be deleted, sir. X by default will be deleted. Observe that, sir, 10. And after that x by default will be deleted, which is eligible for garbage collection. Sir, now after deleting a variable, is it possible to use x again? Can you please tell? Is it possible to use x again? Oi, you deleted a variable x. Is it possible to use x again? There is no chance at all. By mistake, if you are trying to access name error, by default you are going to get name x, sir, is not defined. Remember that. Okay, sir, that's all. This is about now the corresponding object eligible for garbage collection. that the variable x is also, by default won't be there. Clear? Yes, Nirmal Kumar. Yes, memory ID, everything by default will be gone. Now the corresponding object will be destroyed by garbage collector. Remember that, okay? So not only this, any objects are, if that object no longer required, just del off that variable. Del off that variable, automatically that variable will be gone. The corresponding object also by default will be gone, sir. Remember that, okay? Next, I have one more small point is there, sir. Okay, so if I can take here, just take a bit very special care. There is one very dangerous important point is there. Make sure, sir. Suppose S is equal to Durga is there. S is equal to Durga. Do you know what is this Durga? Durga is which type of object, sir? Yes, ma'am. Durga is which type of object? String object. String object is the mutable or immutable? Yes. String object is mutable or immutable? Immutable. I told already all fundamental data types in Python are immutable. Immutable, right? Okay. Sir, now the question is, here just observe that, sir. Here I'm taking, this is the string object. This is Durga. Durga like this. D. Next and after that, do you know? Here like I have, sir, five characters are there, sir. Assume that. Sir, do you know this object itself is immutable? I want to delete a particular character. I want to use delete a particular character. Sir, yes is like this. Sir, if you want, you can delete yes, no problem. Now this immutable object is eligible for garbage collection. But I want to delete a particular content. Yes, of 1 I want to delete, sir. Make sure you people should aware. Yes, of 1 I want to delete. If I want to delete s of 1, immediately we are going to get an error, because the reason for that is, it is the immutable, man. How you can able to delete a particular element? Remember, are you able to understand, right? Sir, here have a look once. S is equal to Durga. S is equal to Durga. Sir, now here del of S, is it possible or not? Oi, respond. Del of yes, possible or not? Possible. Now the corresponding Durga by default eligible for garbage collection. No problem at all. Acceptable. You never going to get any error, sir. Now my question is, del of yes of 0 I'm taking. Oi, can you please delete the only first character? Array, that object itself is immutable, man. How I can able to delete first object? How I can able to delete first object? Like immediately we are going to get error. Str object does not support item deletion. Are you able to understand, right? String type object does not support item deletion. By mistake, if you are trying to delete item deletion is not supported. Type error str object does not support item deletion, like this, right? Okay, that's all. So for which purpose we can use del keyword? Remember this one, sir. Sir, I have one variable is already there. Sir, one variable is already there. Observe a bit carefully. Sir, I have one variable is there. Sir, x is equal to 10. Sir, the work with x completed, sir. Work with x completed. Now I don't want this x anymore, because unnecessary memory waste. What I want to do? Yes, I don't want this x anymore. If you don't want this x anymore on the corresponding object, del of x. Regarding the biggest advantage is memory utilization by default will be improved. Are you able to understand, right? Are you able to understand? Sir, what is the purpose of del? To delete, man. To delete. Suppose in your house, assume that in your house there are some waste items are there. Unnecessary space waste. Are you getting that? Space waste. What you have to do on fine day, that Saturday or Sunday, sometimes you can send out, or otherwise you can call a person, scrap person. So you are going to sell all the unnecessary waste items, right? The same kind of thing. Sir, space is important. Space is important. Okay, like excellent example. Suppose usually, usually, do you know your bachelors assume that, sir, every Saturday or Sunday beer bottles you are going to bring. Okay, beer bottles you are going to bring every Saturday or Sunday most of the time, sir. Then at certain point, automatically total room is going to be with the beer bottles only. One fine day we have to do Swachh Bharat, right? Are you getting right? That Swachh Bharat, what we are going to do itself is nothing but what del keyword is going to do in Python, right? Om, are you able to understand? Are you able to understand, right? For which purpose? For which purpose we can able to use del keyword? Once the work with that bottle completed, then that bottle no more required for me in my life. Such type of thing, happily we can able to delete. The biggest advantage here, what we are going to get is memory utilization by default will be improved. Remember that. Okay, next, can we delete more than one variable at once? Yes, we have to find variables in a large code. Divya, we can able to see. I'm not sure. Sir, up to this is the clear for all of you, right? How to use a del keyword? What is the advantage of del keyword? The biggest advantage of del keyword is yes, memory utilization by default will be improved. Remember that. Okay, that's all. Next, what is the next one? So Divya is asking some doubt. Okay, assume that x is equal to 10 is there, y is equal to 20 is there. So del x comma y. Okay, I want to delete both variables. Is it possible or not? Yes. So have you observed, Divya? Yes, is it possible or not? Yes, no problem at all. You can able to delete x and y. Now I'm trying to print off x. Is it possible or not? No chance at all. Next, let me print y. Print of x. Let me print of y. No chance at all because that variable is already deleted. Okay, that's all. Is it possible to use multiple times a del operator or not? Yes, no problem at all. Acceptable, right? Clear? Okay, so that's all. This is about del purpose, right? Now, sir, I have one small doubt is there, sir. Make sure after delete you are not allowed to access that variable. Then sometimes in the interview room, you may have the question, what is the difference between del and none? Are you getting del and none? What is the difference, right? Sir, very simple. Sometimes my requirement is, sir, here just have a look once. I have object is there, sir, and one reference variable is there. Okay, I have one object is there. I have one reference variable is also there, sir. Assume that there are two cases are there, sir. Now, yes variable not required. Yes variable is not required, and the corresponding object also not required. Are you getting? Yes variable not required, and the corresponding object also not required. Then happily we can go for yes. Yes, here del of yes. Remember, what is the meaning of del of yes means? Yes is no longer required. The corresponding object also no longer required. Then we can go for del keyword, right? So after del yes, you are not allowed to access yes. By mistake, if you are trying to access yes, immediately we will get a error. Clear? Are you able to understand, right? But sometimes my requirement is, boss, this S1 is required. This S1 is required. But the corresponding object eligible for garbage collection. Because I want to use S1 in the future for some other object. I want to use S1 in the future for some other object. This S1 must be required. But the corresponding object I know I don't want. Then automatically we can go for, okay, then automatically we can go for S1 is equal to none. Then S1 not pointing to any object, but S1 is already there. S1 is already there, and the corresponding object eligible for garbage collection. Remember that, sir. Do you want a variable, but I don't want corresponding object? Then assign with a null. I don't want that variable and corresponding object. Then automatically we can go for del keyword. Clear? Yes. Are you able to understand, right? Okay, sir, just have a look once, sir. Have a look once. Here I'm take a bit very special care about this one, sir. I have x is equal to 10, y is equal to 20, sir. Now I'm deleting x, but y is equal to none I'm taking. Are you getting? Y is equal to none I'm taking. Sir, print of x. Can you please tell, is it valid or invalid? Is it valid or invalid? Because you deleted x1. After deleting x, how you can, after deleting x, how you can use x? Immediately, error by default you are going to get name x is not defined. Name x is not defined. Suppose my requirement is, sir, print of y. Print of y. Can you please tell either y is available or not? Y is available or not? Available, but with what value is available, sir? None. None means what? Nothing. Nothing. None means what? Nothing, sir. No value. The corresponding 10 by default is eligible for garbage collection. In other languages, we can use a null. Null. The corresponding object eligible for GC, but still that variable is available. Clear, right? Up to this is the clear. Okay. Now I have one small doubt. There are two students already raised this doubt. Can you please observe that, sir? I have one object is there. One object is there. Sir, here S1 point into this one. S2 point into this one. Okay. Take a bit very special care. S3 point into this object. 3. Now I use del of S1. Are you getting del of S1? Sir, now is S1 will be removed, but the corresponding object will be removed or not? Are you getting my doubt, right? If the object is pointed by multiple variables, right? If you delete one object, if you delete one variable, is the object eligible for garbage collection or not? This is about my doubt. Are you getting? There are some students already raised these doubts, sir. I'm sure, yes, sir. Most, of course, sir. If you remove only S1, now this S1 by default will be gone. I'm sure the corresponding object not eligible for garbage collection, because the corresponding object can be accessed by S2 and S3. Are you getting? That's why this object should not be removed. Observe that. Let me cross check whether this behavior is going to be reflected or not. Okay. Remember that. Sir, S1 is equal to Durga I'm taking. Next and after that, S2, S3 also. S2, S3 also. Sir, how you can confirm all the three point into the same object? How you can confirm all the three point into the same object? Sir, like print of ID of S1, ID of S1, ID of S2. Next and after that, ID of S3 I'm taking. Regarding ID of S1, ID of S2, ID of S3 I'm taking, sir. Now, have a look once. Are you getting? In all cases, am I getting the same address or not? Yes, ID means address of the object. What is the address of S1? What is the address of S2? What is the address of S3? Is nothing but three objects having same address only. No problem at all, sir. Okay, now del S1. Observe a bit carefully. Del S1. Now, can I able to use S1? Can you please tell? Can I able to use S1? No. Immediately we are going to get error. Array name S1 is not defined. But now I want to use S2 and S3, sir. I want to use S2 and S3. Now have a look once. Durga. I hope Divya, your doubt got clarified. Babu, your doubt also, I hope got clarified. Sir, here have you observed? If multiple objects point into the same object, if multiple reference variables point into the same object, by using one reference variable, if you delete one reference variable, only that particular variable will be deleted, but the object won't be deleted, because the corresponding object happily we are allowed to access by using remaining reference variables. Sir, it's also one important point. Clear? Yes. Okay, that's all. Next, sir, Divya is asking one more doubt, sir. What is this one here? Just have a look once, sir. Here my doubt is, can you please observe del, okay, ID of S1. Sir, can you please del ID of S1. What is the meaning here? Just have a look once. Have a look once, sir. What will happen? Here have you observed? Can't delete a function call. You have to delete a variable. Are you getting? You have to delete a variable. But it is not a variable. It is what a function call. Remember, you can't use a delete keyword for the function call. Clear, Divya? Okay, right? Yes, okay, that's all, sir. This is what you people should aware about the delete keyword, right? Okay, that's all. These are various loopholes what you people should aware about this flow control, sir. We covered at the beginning. We covered if, next and after that if else, next if elif, next and after that if elif else, just only if and elif we covered already, right? Next and after that we discussed about, sir, while we covered. Next and after that while we covered. Next for loop we covered. Next we covered about break and we covered about continue. Next and after that we covered about pass and even we covered about them. That's all. These are various things what you people should be aware related to flow control, right? Okay, that's all. Now have a look once about our material. I hope I shared already flow control material, right? So today one biggest specialty, everyone got the access. Can you please have you checked your mails? Ayo, have you checked your mail? Yes, everyone got the access, right? Sir, now you are not required to check. You are not required to check from YouTube. Happily, sir, from there only. Happily, it will be. You can able to download the material. You can able to download the material, and after that you can able to, sir, view all the videos. Because after 1 or 2 days, we are not going to upload these class videos in the YouTube. Remember that only few classes just. For promotion or marketing sake, the people are going to upload in the YouTube, but all the remaining videos happily you are allowed to get access from what we call, from the Google Drive. Remember that. Next and after that, how many classes already completed? How many classes already completed? Almost around 20 classes completed, Manjunatha. Okay, just but anyway, all these are basics. I hope you are coming from Java background. You can able to understand operators concept, language fundamentals, and then input output, and this one is the file IO. Okay, today is the 21st 21st class, I hope. Okay, like so happily you can go through those videos, right? Okay, now here flow control already I shared, already there in your drive, sir. Okay, just observe that. So beautiful, everything is clear there it's already there, sir. Sir, flow conditional statements, if else, if else, transfer statements, and then for. Next, what is the syntax? Next, whatever I covered in the class. Okay, all those things by default will be there for you people, right? Sir, including each and everything, example, outputs, everything by default will be there. If the time permits, just take the printout, and compulsory you have to go through that, so that you people can get much clarity about these things, right? Even the pattern examples, have you remembered 1 or 2 examples I covered, sir? 1 or 2 examples, just go through that. But anyway, pattern examples in detail we are going to discuss. Don't worry, even I will share that document also. Just within just 1 or 2 days I will share that document, right? Okay, that's all. Next, have you remembered, right? Sir, we covered what is the difference between for loop and while loop in the Python. Already we covered repeat code for every item in sequence for loop, repeat code as long as condition is true while loop, how to exit from the loop by using break statement, how to skip some iterations inside the loop by using continue statement, when else part will be executed with respect to the loops, if loop executed without if loop executed without a break, Manjanath, this type of for else, while else, such type of thing is not available in other languages, but else keyword we can use even for loops also. Next and after that, what is the pass statement? Pass statement is a keyword in Python. In our programming, if I don't want to do any activity, just to define that empty block, happily we can go for what? Pass statement, right? Remember that. Okay, next and after that, what is the answer, how to use? Next, what is the use case of pass? Sometimes in the parent class we have to declare a function with the empty body, and the child class is the responsible to provide proper implementation. Such a type of empty body we can define by using what? Pass keyword. Next, one small example also I covered. This is about the delete keyword. Difference between del and none, just now I covered. Okay, like these are various things, each and every point whatever coming out from my mouth by default will be there in your material. Just to take the printout, and then happily you can go through that, so that you people can get much clarity, right? Okay, that's all. Now can I go to the next topic? Yes, can I go for the next topic? Up to this is the clear for you, right? Now the next topic what I'm going to discuss are Very, very important concept. Make sure. Very, very important concept. Make sure, sir. String data type. Are you getting? What is that concept, sir? String data type, right? Sir, now I want to talk. I want to talk an important point. You should aware. I want to talk about an important point you people should aware, sir. So what is there is some important words I have to talk about this string, sir. In any programming language, in any project, in any real-time project, if you consider the most commonly used object, the most commonly used object is the string object only. Remember this one. Suppose in my project, if I have 1,000 objects I'm using, assume that's a 1,000 objects or otherwise 100 objects I'm using. Out of these 100, how many string objects usually there? How many non-string objects usually there? Almost around 80 to 90. 80 to 90 are string objects only. Are you getting right? Then just 10 to 20 are non-string objects. Are you getting? In any projects are the most commonly used objects are string objects only. Almost 10 to 20 are non-string objects, except that 80 to 90 are the string objects only. That's why compulsory you people should have clarity about this string concept. Remember that, because it's the most commonly used, right? It's a very commonly used. Assume that I want to develop one small voter registration system. Assume, sir, I want to develop one small voter registration system. Assume that. Okay. In the voter registration system, there are several fields are available, sir. Okay. Voter registration system, sir. Name must be required. Can you spell out in the voter registration how many fields end user is required to enter? Can you please? Voter has to register. Compulsory name must be required. Any other? Name must be required, age must be required, date of birth must be required. Next and after that, father name must be required. Father name must be required. Next, in India these days, mother name also mandatory. Okay, mother name is required. Next, the address must be required. Address must be required. In the address, house number. Okay, house number must be required. Next, after house number, do you know, sir, street. Street. Next, sir, village or city or something like a mandal. Next, district, mandal, district, like, sir, do you know, state, like all these things by default we require to add, sir. Assume that some identification marks also required. Assume just like our 10th class marks list, identification mark 1, identification mark 2, like required. Assume that. Sir, do you know, each voter is required to add all these things. Next, in India these days, do you know, everywhere one Aadhaar. Are you getting right? Aadhaar number also. Okay, Aadhaar number also. Okay, like do you know, Aadhaar number also, right? Assume everywhere, sir, everywhere Aadhaar number is also. It's a very common. Sir, now have you observed, right? Sir, it is a one small voter application, voter registration application, right? In this voter registration application, if you observe how many string objects we are using, how many non-string objects we are using, sir. Name is the string object. Age anyway, no. Most of the times, the date of birth is also string only. Most of the times, sir. Father name string, mother name string. Next and after that, address, house number is the string. Street, village, mandal, district, state string. Sir, Aadhaar number may not string. Identification mark 1 is the string. Identification mark 2 is the string, sir. Can you please tell in this small application how many string objects I'm using? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Are you getting? Sir, 12 string objects I'm using. How many non-string objects I'm using? 1. Next and after that, 2 only. Sir, 2 are non-string objects we are using. Have you observed, right? Sir, if 100 crores of people are required to register, 100 crores of people are required to register, then how many string objects are going to be created? How many non-string objects are going to be created in my application? Are you able to understand, right? That's why the most commonly used object in any programming language is the string, sir. That's why make sure compulsory you people should have clear clarity about this string, because in day-to-day coding also several times we require to use this string concept. That's why special concentration I want to take for this string. Clear, right? Yes, man. Okay. Can I go to the next point? Sir, now, anyway, can you please tell what is the string? What is the string, man? String means any sequence of characters within either single quotes or double quotes. Any sequence of characters within either single quote or double quote is considered as a string. Remember that? Sir, S is equal to Durga I'm taking. Regarding S is equal to Durga I'm taking. S is equal to Durga I'm taking, sir. Remember this one. Sir, both are string objects only. Remember that both are string objects only, right? S is equal to Durga is the string. S is equal to Durga itself is the string, sir. You can take either single quote or double quotes. Make sure this is the way how you can able to create, create string object. What is the syntax, right? Either single quotes you can take or double quotes you can take. But here, one small note I have to take. Very important point. Make sure, sir. Very important point. You people should be aware. Suppose if I can take CH is equal to A. Regarding Manjunath, what is this type of this? Can you spell out, Manjunath? What is the type of this one? Yes, good. What is the type of this one? Char. Regarding what is the type of this one? Char. Yes. What is the type of this one? Char. Sir, make sure in most of other languages like C language, C++, Java, it is always going to consider the char because a single character within single quotes is always considered as char. But in Python, there is no char data type. Remember this one. There is no char data type in Python. Even a single character within single quote is also treated as str only. Str means what? String only. So in Python there is no chance of string char data type. Even it is the char also, sir, still it is treated str type only. Clear, Anjanath? Are you able to understand, right? Sir, char data type is not there. Even single character within single quotes also, still it is treated as str type only. Remember that, sir. Sir, you may ask here. Have a look once. Ch is equal to A. I'm taking, sir. Just a print of type of ch. Are you getting print of type of ch? What is the type of ch, sir? Now I'm asking about that. Have you observed? Str type. What is the type of ch, sir? Str type. Clear, right? Sir, this is what is the purpose of, what is the char type not there in Python. Even it is the char also. By default, internally it is treated str type only. Remember. Next, there is one small facility is there in the Python, which is not there in other languages, man. What is that specialty? What is that specialty, right? Sir, multi-line string literals also we can able to define. Don't feel string literal. String is nothing but only you have to take only single. You require to take only within single line. No, multi-line string literals also we can able to define in Python, sir. Multi-line string literals also we can able to take. In that case, which symbols we require to use, sir? Triple quotes. Regarding, we require to use what? Triple quotes. Sir, literal means a string constant. Something like Durga, Nirmal Kumar, Durga. Sir, it is, this one is considered a string literal. Literal means value, string value, like this, right? Sir, multi-line string values. How you can able to define? By using what? Triple quotes. In this case, quote symbols are, lowercase or uppercase. Quote symbols are single quotes or double quotes. Can you please tell? Quote symbols are single quotes or double quotes. Triple single quotes or triple double quotes. Anyone, can you please tell? Triple single quotes or triple double quotes? Which thing is allowed? Single or double? Make sure, sir. Sir, in this case, happily you can use either triple single quotes or triple double quotes also. No problem at all. Acceptable, sir. Now I'm taking S is equal to, sir, here just I'm taking single quote, triple Durga, and then software, Durga, and then software. Okay, like I'm taking. Sir, print of, yes, sir. Have you observed? Observe a bit carefully, sir. Durga software. Are you getting Durga software? This total thing is by default considered a single multi-line, okay, string literal Durga. But in other languages, we are not having any such type of facility, man. Here, triple single quotes are used. But now, if you want, you can use triple double quotes also. No problem at all, sir. Triple double quotes also. Happily, it is going to work. Clear, right? So, in Python, is it possible to define multi-line string literals or not? Yes, no problem at all. Happily, we are allowed to declare. For that, we require to use what? Triple single quotes or triple double quotes. Now, I have one small doubt, sir. Listen, a bit very carefully about this one, sir. Sir, I'm taking S is equal to this is this is a single quote. This is a single quote symbol. I want to print, sir. This is single quote symbol. I want to print. Can you please tell, is it valid or not? Sir, my requirement is, do you know, my requirement is output. I want this is single quote symbol. I want to print. Have you observed, right? What is this one single quote? Can you please tell how I can able to do that? How is it valid or not? Yes, it is valid or invalid? Invalid. Immediately we are going to get error, sir. Observe that. Immediately we are going to get error. Oh, single quote already closed here only, but where is the corresponding invalid syntax? Like we are going to get. Sir, how you can solve this problem? Sir, you want to use a single quote as a symbol. Oh, if you are using single quote as a symbol, this is single quote or this is single quote matched. That's why their ends. Now the problem is coming. How you can solve this problem? There are multiple ways are there, man. What is another one way? Yes, instead of single quote, better to use double quotes. Are you getting double quote? Now this is double quote, this is single quote not matched. Are you getting? Sir, this is double quote and this is single quote not matched. This double quotes is nothing but always matched with this. Happily you can use this one as the symbol only. This is one solution, man. This one is perfectly one solution. Of course, multiple solutions are there. Yes, this is single quote symbol. Clear? Are you able to understand? One. So, if you want to use a single quote, as a symbol, better to enclose within double quotes. No problem at all. This is one way. Or another way is also there. Okay? Sir, single quote only I want to use. I want to consider the single quote as a symbol only. Backslash. Are you getting backslash? Whenever we are using backslash single quote is treated as symbol only, but not related to string end symbol, right? Now observe happily. Sir, it is also one way to handle the thing. Sir, or you can use double quotes, right? Sir, now my question is, this is double quote symbol. I want to print, sir. Are you getting? This is a double quote symbol I want to print. How I can use? This is double quotes symbol I want to use. This is a double quote symbol like I want to use, right? Can you please guide what is the way at the end? Can I take double quote? Oh, you respond. Can I take double quotes? Yes or no? No. If I can take double quote, here only ends, the problem is going to come. One problem. One way, instead of double quotes, just take single quote. Are you getting? Take single quote. Is it valid or not? Yes, no problem at all. Are you getting? Sir, instead of this, I want to use double quotes only. But what I want to do is backslash. If I use backslash, perfectly it is the value. Okay, well, sir, this is also one solution, right? Next, my requirement is here. Just observe that these are single quote and double quote symbols. Now have a look once. I want to use single quote symbol, double quote, both are symbols in my string literal. Are you getting? Now I have to enclose this by using either single quote or double quote. Are you able to understand, right? I have to enclose these things by using either single quote or double quote. Yes, simple answer. You can use anything, sir, no problem at all. Single quote only I want to use. Single quote only I want to use. Then here I can use backslash symbol. Regarding backslash symbol, then no problem at all. Regarding no problem at all. But why you have to take this bloody backslash symbol? Wherever you want to use single quote or double quotes, add the symbol only. Better to enclose with the triple quotes. Triple quotes, either triple double quotes or triple single quotes, right? No problem at all. Regarding this is also another use. This is also another use of triple quote symbols. Sir, for which purpose we can use triple quote symbols, right? Please respond. For which purpose we can use triple quote symbols, right? One purpose is to declare multi-line string literals we can use. Second advantage here is, anyone can you please tell what the second advantage? If you want to use single quote or double quote as the symbol only in your string, then happily we can go for triple quote symbols. Okay, this type of triple quotes story is not available in other languages. Correct, right? Yes, up to this is the clear. Okay, that's all. This is about how to create string, how to use single quotes, how to use double quote symbols, right? Okay, now my requirement is very important, sir. How we can access string characters. I have one string is there, sir. Okay, Durga is there. I have one string is there. I want to access characters of the string. I want to access characters of the string, sir. How to access characters of the string? Remember this one, sir. There are two ways are there to access characters of the string. How many ways are available, sir? Two ways are available to access characters of the string. One way is by using index. Second way is by using slice operator. Very important point. Regarding what is the first way, sir? By using index. Second way is by using which operator? Slice operator, right? Okay, sir. By using index, how you can able to access? Very simple, sir. Very simple. Make sure, sir. Sir, now S is equal to Durga. S is equal to Durga. Can you please observe? If I'm trying to print the S of 0, what is the answer? Oi, S of 0, what is the answer? The answer is D. Remember this one. There is a big specialty there in the Python, sir. How many people remember? I don't know. Just have a look once. There is a big specialty there. The index can be either positive or negative. Remember that, either positive or negative. Sir, assume D, U, R, G and then A. Observe, sir, positive index always from left to right. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, sir. Up to this. Negative index is always from right to left. Backward direction, sir. -1, -2, -3 and then -4. Next -5. Remember this one, sir. Positive index is always from left to right. Negative index is always from right to left. Remember, it is the 0, but here it starts with -1. If you want to access by using index, compulsory your values should be in this range only, 0 to 4 or -1 to -5. By mistake, if you are not taking this index range outside of that, immediately you are going to get error. Remember, index error out of range. Clear? Are you getting right? Sir, the biggest specialty. But in other languages, this negative index story by default not available. You can able to access either by positive index or by negative index. Positive index means left to right. Negative index means right to left. Clear? Are you able to understand, right? Okay, that's all. Sir, now let me print the S of 0, S of -1. Can you please tell S of 0 means what? Oh, respond. S of 0 means what? D. S of minus 1 means what? S of minus 1 means what? A, because last one, right? Okay. Now, have a look once. Yes, man. D and then A I'm taking, right? Sir, now here I'm taking S of 7. S of 7. S of 7. Is it valid or invalid? Invalid. Index error. String index out of range. Are you getting right? Index error. String index out of range. By default, we are going to get, sir. Remember that. Clear? So if you are trying to access, sir, characters either by positive or negative index, but out of range, immediately we are going to get error saying string index error, string index out of range, right? Remember that, sir. Sir, now let me go for a small chota program. What is my program? Is write a program. Okay, write a program to accept some string, to accept some string, sir, from the keyboard, and print all characters, sir, all characters with the index also, with the index also. That's about my requirement, right? Can you please print all characters with the index also, with the index also? I want to take, sir. Sir, now how I can able to do that? What is the code for that, sir? Very simple. With the index also I want to do that. Assume that, okay, here take a bit very special case, sir. Very easy. Sir, I have Durga is there. Legend a bit very carefully, sir. Index, positive index and negative index, both you require to take. Durga is there, sir. Observe, this knowledge must be required so that you can able to understand clearly, right? Sir, very simple, matter of 2 minutes. D U R G A. This is about my requirement. Sir, what is the index of this one? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. -1, -2, -3, and -4. Next, -5. Remember that, -5. Sir, now my requirement is, observe, I want to print the output is the character at positive index 0, positive index 0, and negative index negative index -5, negative index -5 is D. I want to print like this, right? Every character I have to print like this. Are you getting? The character at positive index 0 and the negative index -5 is D. This is about my requirement. Sir, next one, the character present at the positive index 1, present at negative index -4 is U. Remember this one, sir. So how you can able to print? Sir, assume that I is equal to 0, sir. 0. Positive index means every time increment 1. But how I can able to take -5, -4, -3, and so on? Can you please can I use the word -5 means minus of length of the string or not? Array, can you please respond? -5 means what? Minus of length of the string. Minus of length of the string. Sir, if I can add +1, automatically -4. If I can add plus another one, -3, -2, -1 like. So positive index you require to trace, negative index also you require to trace, sir. How you can able to do? Just if you consider with a small chota example, then you can able to understand very easily, right? Sir, what is the code we have to take? Okay, here S is equal to input enter some string. Enter some string. Any string, please enter from the keyboard, sir. Enter some string. Sir, now I is equal to 0 because index I'm taking, sir. Okay. Here just I is equal to 0. For X in S. Do you know? Sir, for X in S. For X means every character. Every character in S. Every character in S. Remember, what I'm trying to take is print of the character present at positive index. Just I'm taking like this, sir. I hope I covered already this one. Have you remembered? Yes, man. What is this operator? Replacement operator. Are you getting? It is the character presented positive index. Later I will fill this one, sir. And presented positive index and yet negative index. Negative index. Sir, positive index. Next under negative index. Okay, negative index is once again I'm taking like this. Is sir dot format sir positive index means I value. Excellent, man. Negative index means negative index means can I spell out what is that? Negative index means what? Okay, here s dot length of s minus I. Remember that length of s minus I. Sir, first observe a bit very carefully, sir. Very carefully, sir. This knowledge must be required. Please concentrate more. D-U-R-G-A. Like this I'm taking, sir. D, next U, next R, next G, and then A. Like this. Sir, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Minus 1, minus 2, next minus 3, next minus 4, next minus 5. 1 minute, sir. Here we require to cross check. Here we require to cross check. Maybe wrong also. Observe that. Sir, positive index 0. First 0 only. Now, what is this value? Sir? I have to get. Sir, what I will take here I minus length. If I can take I minus length of S. Sir, can you please consider first cell? What is the I value? Please respond. First cell, what is the I value? What is the I value? I value is 0. 0 minus length of S. Length is 5 only. That's why minus 5 I'm getting. Second one, 1. 1 minus 5. What is about its value? Minus 4. Sir, next time 2. 2 minus 5 minus 3. Perfectly it's working, sir. Make sure trace like that. Okay. Sir, now what I have to take? I minus length of I minus length of S. I minus length of S. So first positive index value, next negative index value. So index value. Now what I have to print? Print that x value. That's all. Like okay. Next I is equal to I plus 1. That's it, sir. Think a bit very, very carefully about this one. Then happily it is going to work, sir. Let me cross check. Sir, enter some string. Durga, I'm trying to enter, sir. Sir, can you please observe? The character present at positive index 0 and negative index minus 5 is a D, sir. The character present at positive index 1 and negative index minus 4 is U. 2 and minus 3 is R. 3 and minus 2 is G. 4 and minus 1 is A. Correct? Hey, why you are silent? Are you able to understand? Correct? Am I getting correct output or not? Now observe that. Sir, ABC means positive index. What will happen? 0, 1, 2. 0, 1, 2. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. Observe the character present at 0. Positive index and negative index minus 3 is A. Positive index 1 and negative index minus 2 is B. 2 and negative index minus 1 is the C. That's all, sir. So like you can take anything, sir. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. Something like. Are you getting? Positive index 0, negative index minus 10. Positive index 1, minus 8 like this. So can you please print? How you can able to get, sir? Sir, one student is asking, sir, I don't want to take anything. What will happen? Nothing. Because the reason is S will become empty. S will become empty. For each character in S means nothing is there. That's why this for loop is not going to execute. Clear, right? Yes, ma'am. Manjunath, in Python, for normal for loop is not there. It is something like for each loop only. In Python, for loop means for each loop only. Remember. Are you able to understand, right? That's all. So now tomorrow we will talk about the remaining things. Don't worry about that. Mostly 1 or 2 sessions. More concentration must be required, sir. Yes, sir. These strings concept I will discuss in detail. Don't worry, sir. Can I go for next one? Up to this is the clear, right? Okay, that's all, sir. So next tomorrow we will continue for the remaining part. Thank you.